Hi, KP. This is Michael, and thank you for sending me your pronunciation practice yesterday. So you're focusing a little bit right now on pacing, and pacing is important for the TOEFL, right? If you look at the actual IBT rubrics, you'll see it specifically where it says here you have minor pacing. It says or pacing which are noticeable. It mentions the word pacing here under delivery. In the integrated, it says here, pace may vary at times as speaker attempts to recall information. So the more natural you can speak, right, without too many pauses and hesitations, I think the better you will do in the delivery area of the IBT independent and integrated speaking rubrics. And that's what you're practicing right now. Okay, so let's take a look at the email that you sent me. You say here, hi Michael, please listen to evaluate and recommend specific lessons to help me improve my pronunciation. I practiced lesson 41, thought groups and blending, part 1. So this is a good start, right? Okay, here we go. Let's listen to your response. So you're reading basically 100. You got a 177 word paragraph here with some fairly technical vocabulary. Let's see how you did.
Many of the sports which the ancient Greeks practiced and which made up a part of their own Olympics still survive in some way or other in the sports which we practice today.
Good, pretty good
Their
pacing.
motivation, however, was for practice for war, and it is in such motivation that one can understand the emphasis on martial skills, such as wrestling, boxing, the javelin, and running.
And
While
that
still including such
that was
that
good, very good tone on that. I liked it. Wrestling, boxing, the javelin, and running, right? So your tone went slightly higher at the end of each item except the last, and you dropped your tone there. Exactly, very good. So your pacing and your tone both were very good there.
directly applicable sports as discus and jumping.
Good.
Over time, as interest grew in sport and competition alone, new sports were added. But it was these core sports which stood the test of time and which have continued to be practiced in similar form right up to the present day.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard, that
Wrestling
one.
must be regarded as
So
the
you have right up to the present day.
most important sport practiced in ancient Greece. The very name palestra, wrestling school, must indicate its importance in Greek life. Nor need we be surprised at this, for all over the world in cultures far distant from each other, one can find styles of wrestling and fighting, for it is a useful skill in war.
Right, so that last sentence here, nor need we be surprised at this, for all over the world in cultures far distant from each other. So in cultures far distant from each other, you can do a little bit better with your blending right there. One can find styles of wrestling and fighting, for it is a useful skill in war. So I think overall you had this is a good reading. You're making a lot of good progress, I think, on both your tone and also your pacing and even your blending within those thought groups. That's the area that you can continue to make some more improvements in, and that's going to help you to speak more naturally. And by blending the words within the thought groups, it also helps you with your overall pacing. So keep focused on that as you go through the thought groups and blending lessons. You just did 41, right? As you do 42, 43, and 44, you will learn all the rules surrounding blending and how to blend words within thought groups. You'll learn how to do it. You'll learn when to do it. So keep focusing on those lessons. They're very, very important for your speaking and especially for your delivery. And most importantly, your goal here is to not just get a high speaking score, but you want to be able to communicate so that native speakers can understand you without difficulty. That is your goal, and you are achieving that goal. You're getting there. So keep up the good work.